All right, let's go. Cheers.
Cheers. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hey, I have a question. What's that when a bartender's like pouring the drink?
Oh, like a pour
alcohol?
count.
Yes, pour count. Hold that thought.
Okay. I'm Marnie.
I'm Megan,
And we're just trying to make it make sense.
Okay, back to the pour.
Okay.
Do you have a personal pour count?
Do you mean like what I pour personally into others?
Yeah, I do. I mean, like, do
Okay.
you measure, or how do you measure what you're pouring in to others?
Well, and that's what we're going to talk about today.
All right, so let's get right into it.
Okay.
So I like this idea of knowing what you have to give, what's left. How do you prioritize your pour?
I mean, I think it's going to be similar to most. God first.
Right.
Family, your children, things like that. And then obviously work, your career.
Yes. And sometimes those can get a little wonky.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm like, whoa, I've been on this call or,
Yeah.
for work and
Yeah.
and then you get a little guilty, right? Like
Yeah.
I need to really dive into the family or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, I'm with
Yeah.
you, align.
And then obligations like outside of work. Like I know, and you probably do with sports and stuff as well. Like I'm on the PTA board and I'm on the booster club for dance and those type of things. So then I have those that you have obligations, like you've agreed to
Right.
sign up for these. And then when and if there's anything left, then I get to pour it into maybe some friends, a lunch here and there, a party on an occasion, birthday, things like that.
Okay. I think I line up. I mean, it's pretty
Yeah.
obvious, but I like to know, the reason I ask how you prioritize is because sometimes you can feel a little low. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing left to give.
I have no
right?
more pour in me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm tapped out.
Yeah.
And so I guess I'm wondering, like, do they ebb and flow? I mean, I think really family
Yeah.
is that's never going to be
a constant.
compromised. That's
Right.
always there,
Yeah.
right? But even there though, like if it's like
Yeah.
a date night, like we try to put a date night on the calendar,
Yeah.
sometimes that is sacrificed
Yeah.
when other things,
Yeah, for sure. I actually feel we're going through this season right now. I feel guilty a lot because I feel like I'm pouring more into my daughter than I am my son. He's so easy. You know what I mean? Like he comes home and he does his homework right while he's eating a snack.
Oh, that just kind of hit me because
Yeah.
Jackson's so easy,
Yeah.
and he'll go with the flow. He's happy to support his siblings.
Yeah.
Jet's happy
Same.
to support Delilah.
For sure. He's gone to more dance competitions than she's shown up for tennis matches. Let's
And that
just say
squeaky
that.
wheel kiddo, though,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Like I've got a squeaky wheel in my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's getting all the
oil.
pour.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
is. So I do feel guilty from
Okay,
that
I
from
like
time to
that.
time. I feel bad. But I think that might turn as
Okay.
he gets older. Maybe it'll be his season. And he doesn't seem resentful or angry about it yet. So that's okay. Work has to come first right now financially. Obviously, work
Right.
has to be like, nope, sorry, I can't do that. We're doing this.
Yeah.
Right now, Rich will miss a tennis match or he will miss a dance competition so he can take an overtime shift.
Okay. So sometimes the scales
For
kind
sure.
of go back and forth on that.
For sure.
I agree. There are some things though that are kind of selfish, self-love kind of things that I will not compromise. Like when you mentioned friends and obligations, like
Yeah.
those coming maybe on a priority a little bit
Mm-hmm.
behind the others. I have a routine check-in with a friend
Yeah.
every month. Like if I don't have that, I feel like I suffer and I feel like maybe I'm less
Yeah.
for my family or for
Yeah.
even work. And so this friend really keeps me grounded,
Yeah.
keeps me in balance. And so for
Yeah.
that, it's a monthly, we leave that one lunch or brunch, scheduling the next one for the next month.
Yeah.
I mean, it's monthly, right? So
Yeah.
it's not like draining me at
Yeah.
all. It's something I enjoy. It actually kind of fills my cup
For sure.
so that I have more to pour out.
Yeah.
So I think
Right.
like prioritizing those
Yeah.
kinds of things, like this for me
Yeah.
fills my cup.
Same.
It gives me some more that I can pour out.
Yeah.
So
and I have a couple of dance moms that, because we are around each other so much, for our kids, it kind of does that. Like, we don't necessarily schedule them personally because they're required scheduled on our calendar for dance, but because we're there, like this coming weekend, we'll be gone for 2.5 full days, dance competition. I'll be filling my cup with those ladies. They're amazing. I've got some fire wives that we talk on the regular about things, and those fill my cup. As far as like outside, I mean, I have really made it a point recently that I pour into those that pour into me.
I think that's valid. And I think that that's wise, right? Because you can go and go and go and go and be present here and attend this. I shouldn't say be present. You can attend this, you can attend that, you can be there for this, be there for that, but not really be present in those friendships or in those events or moments. And after it's all said and done, those feel kind of like a drain, or something that you're not maybe like feeling that it's giving you anything back. Was it worth it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's definitely, and that tide has changed for me over the years, you know, but really recently it's just, I don't have anything left. Like, I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the spending money. I don't have all of these little things. Like, I just can't do it.
And sometimes it feels that way. Sometimes it's like you wake up and you wonder, like, what do I have to give here today? You know? So I find myself sometimes those that have a little bit of grace, and they can say, I'm requiring a little less of you right now because I see it. I see that you're really dumping your buckets out in other places, and I don't need that much. You know, you don't even need to pour into me today. I just want to be here for you. Those kind of people, I'm like, thank you. You know, because I find myself having a hard time sometimes saying no to things. And so having someone that's like, I don't even need you to pour into me right now. I just want to be here for you. You know, people that maybe you just connect with without having to
schedule it.
And so that can ebb and flow too. Like,
for sure.
You may be that for them someday. You know, so recognizing how what a relief that is. That if I pick up the phone, I see a call coming through, and I don't have this in the back of my mind like, oh, what does she want this time? You know, I'm quick to answer those calls and be like, it's a relief that they're calling, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So
I've got those ladies.
Well, what about you guys? What do you feel like is
a top priority for you?
Yes. What
Where's
are you
your
pouring
big
into?
pour?
Yep. Are you a heavy pour?
Yeah. Are you doing a cheap pour on something else?
And I'm not, like, no judgment on this, by the way, because there are some times where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do the big show and dance. I'm really contributing here, la, la, la. And really, I'm like, you're not getting the best of me. You're just getting a little bit of what I can do. And sometimes you have to be that way, I think, you know?
Yeah. I do try to do, like, if I commit to something, I'm going to give it my all. That can be a blessing and a curse. I'm trying to teach my kids the same. You know, I've got one kid that is given, you know, hey, we need you to write a paper. And she's writing poems and drawing pictures and doing all the things. And then my son is like, they need 100 words. I've got 102.
But that's smart. You're giving exactly what you need to give. And I think that that's a life skill, you know, because when I say I'm putting on this big show, like, it's sometimes I'm like, I'm cheating this person, or I'm cheating this relationship, or I'm cheating this part of my job. I'm just being honest here, guys. Like, there are times where you're not getting the best of me or the most. I need to know, what are you expecting of me?
For sure.
You know, so that I'm not overextending
for
myself.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So for next week,
we are going to be talking about the dirty dozen.
Ooh, like dozen donuts, dozen eggs.
We're going to talk about it next week.
Oh, okay. Anywho, and if you're out and about and you happen to see us, just tap us on the shoulder.
Mim's the word.
And your next drink's on us. Bye.
Bye.